What really makes a great cartoon pet? Is it loyalty, unconditional love, or is it that ride or die dedication to protecting their family from whatever monster, villain, or self-inflicted disaster comes their way? We're about to figure it out. We are taking a tour through the animated universe to rank the most iconic cartoon pets from the absolute bottom of the barrel F tier all the way to the legendary certified best boy S tier. We're judging them on three simple things: loyalty, love, and how hard they'll fight for their family. Get ready to defend your faves in the comments because this is gonna get heated. Let's start at the absolute bottom. F tier. This is reserved for pets who are, to put it lightly, a complete liability. And honestly, only one character perfectly captures the absolute worst qualities you'd ever want in a companion. I am, of course, talking about Roger from American Dad. Now, I know what you're thinking. Roger's an alien, not a pet. But come on, he lives in the attic, he's completely dependent on the Smiths for everything, and they literally can't let him leave the house. He's a pet. A sociopathic, manipulative, and profoundly selfish pet. Roger's loyalty starts and ends with himself. He isn't just unhelpful, he's actively malicious, often putting the entire family in mortal danger for his own amusement. Remember when he buried Stan and Francine alive just to hide a drunken kiss? Or the countless times his flimsy personas have caused citywide chaos? He's the opposite of protective. The only thing Roger protects is his fragile ego and his massive wig collection. His love is conditional, transactional, and usually just part of a scheme. He's petty and would sell the entire Smith family for a Klondike bar if it suited him. Putting Roger in F tier isn't a choice. It's a moral obligation. He is the benchmark for awful that all other pets will be judged against. Alright, moving up from the absolute dregs, we have C tier. These aren't actively evil pets like Roger, but they're not winning any heroism awards either. They're just kind of there. And the first resident of C tier is Roger's housemate, Klaus Heisler. Yes, another American Dad character. Unlike Roger, Klaus, the East German Olympic skier trapped in a goldfish's body, occasionally shows flashes of actual concern for the Smiths. He's often the one who sees Roger's disasters coming and tries to warn everybody, but he's almost always ignored. So, points for trying, I guess? But let's be real. Klaus's loyalty is paper thin. He spends most of his time lusting after Francine and stewing in resentment over his fishy life. His ability to protect the family is, for obvious reasons, basically zero. While he is a step up from Roger just by not being a walking catastrophe, Klaus is far from a good pet. He's more of a sarcastic, aquatic roommate who doesn't pay rent. Welcome to C tier, Klaus. You've earned it. Now we're talking B tier, the good pets. They're loving and loyal, but maybe they're missing a little something in the protection department, or they're just more passive companions. First up in this respectable tier is Gary the Snail from SpongeBob SquarePants. Gary is the definition of quiet companionship. He's SpongeBob's #1 guy, offering a level of emotional support that's astounding for a creature that only meows. He's also incredibly smart, often acting as the meow of reason in SpongeBob's chaotic world. Their bond is genuine and full of love. When SpongeBob lost Gary, he was completely devastated, proving just how deep their connection is. So why isn't he higher? Well, the protectiveness factor is a little low. Gary isn't the type to fight off a burglar or save the family from a fire. He's a snail. His main job is emotional support, and he's amazing at it, but that lack of a protective streak holds him back from the top tiers. He's a solid, loving B tier pet. Alright, we're at the halfway point, and it's getting interesting. We've filled out the lower tiers, but the A tier and the God tier S tier are still empty. What do you think so far? Is Gary being underrated? Should Klaus be even lower? Let me know in the comments below. I want to see the debate. Welcome to the A tier. These are the all-stars, the pets that are almost perfect. They're fiercely loyal, deeply loving, and would protect their family, but they each have one small flaw that keeps them from the top spot. And our first, maybe most controversial A-tier pick is Brian Griffin from Family Guy. Brian is complicated. On one hand, he's intelligent, witty, and often the only voice of reason in a house of complete lunatics. His bond with Stewie is one of the most compelling relationships in animation, a mix of genuine friendship and witty banter. Brian has shown incredible moments of love, even being willing to give up both his kidneys for Peter. When things get serious, he is a griffin through and through. However, Brian is also a mess. He's a pretentious, struggling writer with a drinking problem and a tendency to be incredibly selfish, especially in his dating life. These very human flaws make him a brilliant character, but they also knock him down a peg as a pet. He isn't always present, sometimes getting too lost in his own drama. He's a fantastic character and a great family member, but his imperfections keep him just shy of S tier. An A tier pet for an A tier disaster of a family. Honorary mention. Before we hit the absolute peak of petdom, I have to give an honorary mention to a character who has all the S-tier qualities but isn't technically a pet. Finn the human from Adventure Time. Finn was raised by dogs, Joshua and Margaret, and his brother Jake is his best friend. He isn't their pet, but his loyalty to his adoptive family and his kingdom is absolute. He is the definition of a hero, a righteous protector who will face down any cosmic horror to keep his friends and family safe. His love for his brother Jake is the heart of the entire show. Finn represents the absolute peak of loyalty and protectiveness, and he's the perfect benchmark for our S-tier pets. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The S-tier, the gods of the pet world. These characters are the best of the best. They are unflinchingly loyal, boundlessly loving, and would walk through fire for their families. First up, the heart and soul of the Simpson family, Santa's little helper. Rescued from the dog track on Christmas Eve after being abandoned for losing a race, this greyhound became an irreplaceable part of the family. Santa's little helper is pure, unconditional love in dog form. He's been through everything with the Simpsons, from becoming a police dog to fathering a litter of puppies. He's always there for comfort, whether it's for a grieving Lisa or a lonely Bart. He has risked his life for the family time and again, proving he's a loyal, loving, and protective member of the Simpson household. A true S-tier legend. And finally, the king, the icon, the dog who is scared of literally everything but will face anything for his friends. Welcome to the top of the S-tier, Scooby-Doo. Despite being a legendary coward, Scooby's loyalty to the gang, and especially to Shaggy, is unshakable. Yes, he's often motivated by a Scooby snack, but when real danger shows up, he always finds the courage to help. Ironically, Great Danes were originally bred as brave guard dogs to protect their owners. While Scooby is terrified of his own shadow, that protective instinct is buried in there, and he overcomes his fear time and time again to save his family. He's loving, he's loyal, and when it truly matters, he's brave. He is the S-tier of S-tiers. So there you have it. From the sociopathic alien in the attic to the cowardly Great Dane who always saves the day. Our ranking is complete with Santa's little helper and the legendary Scooby-Doo reigning supreme in the S-tier. But now I want to hear from you. Did your favorite make the cut? Let me know in the comments below who you would have put in S-tier. Was Brian robbed or ranked too high? Does Roger have some secret redeeming qualities I missed? I want to hear all of it. And hey, if you had fun debating cartoon pets with me, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss our next ranking. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.